What's up? It's your player punter Bobby WJ. And this one right here is from Watts to the World, man. Off top, first and foremost, all praise be to the Most High God. I pray that God gives you the strength to do what it is that you be doing when you be doing that stuff that you be doing. That's righteous, productive, and positive, though. We only manifesting amazing things, uh, prosperity, productivity, and positivity in our lives. We're manifesting protection and generational wealth and land and everything else that's a positive desire of your heart. You know what I mean? We ain't even focused. We ain't our focus ain't on the negative. You know what I mean? We gonna get into this content, man. Tonight's content is about BlueFace and Adam 22, Haters World, and royalty prolific records in the 9 million records that they sold. Most of you may have seen that interview with Munchie B where they had the guy royalty to call in and basically stun on Munchie B. Oh, I sold 9 million records. Oh man, we can go live right now. I got the whoopty whoop in the driveway. Reg Dog 89. What's the DNL, man? Much love and respect to you and yours, man. Yeah, you say, oh yeah, man, I got the Tesla, this, that, and third in a yard. I got this, that, and third in the yard. Man, I sold over 9 million records and this, that, and third, and no disrespect. I don't need a black to stamp or approve me for shh. Man, I released Kid Frost and this person and this person and this person and this person and that person and all this. He just went on one, like, you feel me? He ain't say nothing too over the top, but he did try to stun on Munchie B. Myself, as well as others, a slew of others, believe that that was organized. It was orchestrated that way without the knowledge of Munchie B. They already had it prearranged that when Munchie B came there, they were going to press that line, which is a continuation of the little dude from Paramount. Oh, we don't want to sign the blacks. Oh, we want to do it. I'll never sign to a black. But then months later, when his record sales aren't um climbing, he wanna say, oh yeah, well I made like, come on, man, get your up out of here, man. Oh, we just want to do our own thing. That I saw this, that I saw that. That I saw is not gonna catapult you to superstar status. Just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And when we talk about the biggest consumers of hip hop, it's Caucasian Americans. Caucasian Americans purchase the most hip hop out of any other ethnic group, race, creed, nationality, whatever you want to call it, however you want to define them. White people's buy the most music. They buy and purchase. They purchase the most black entertainment. Just bottom line. And when we talk about the Hispanic community, you got the Chicanos, which is like the Mexicanos, but you also got the Puerto Ricans, you got the Dominicans, you got the Haitians. They're considered Latino, Hispanic, and all this and all that, even though they're black. You got the Puerto Ricans, you got some Colombians, you got some people from certain islands, you got people from Honduras. Not all are Mexican and not all identify with the word Terasa. So when you talk about Terasa is this, Terasa is that, Terasa is not big enough and they don't purchase enough hip hop music to catapult a Hispanic, a Mexican to superstar rap status. It's just not going to happen. See, the brother stunning on Munchie B. Oh, yeah, I sold 9 million records. Can we get into that? Can we get into the analytics? Can we get into the metrics of that? Do y'all want to get into that? Or y'all like, nah, Bobby A, not right now. Let's get into the situation with BlueFace. I want to send a major shout out to BlueFace. I salute you, homie, on your decision to not indulge. Let's get into the content, man. And I want to know what y'all feel. Should BlueFace have done it? Should BlueFace not have done it? What y'all think? Now, this is the original video right here. Most of y'all probably seen it, but it won't hurt you to see it again. Boom. Let's do that like that. I'll be forgetting to come over and click this thing right here to go live on IG. They be feeling neglected. But this is what IG have to understand. I can't read your comments on IG. So if you want to interact and be a part of the conversation, you have to mosey on down to Bobby A Imperial Vision, subscribe to Bobby A Imperial Vision, and come and join the discussion. Let's have a conversation. Pull up a chair, sit back, let your hair down, and let's get into some conversations, man, some thought-provoking conversations. So we're going to get into this right here. This is the origin of BlueFase invitation. Well, this isn't the origin. This is the second video. BlueFase put out a video. Adam and his forgive me, I shouldn't have said that. Adam and his wife, his lovely wife, responded, and this is their response. Instagram, don't fail me now, baby. Hold on. This shit seemed like super generic and, you know, like one of those straight to DVD movies.
Hey, BlueFase, I saw your little video. At first, I wasn't down. Normally, I work with well-endowed, well-hung professionals, and you haven't really proven yourself. But after a long conversation,
pause. What this reminds me of is like one of those Mandingo parties where the Caucasian wife has this fantasy of taking this well-endowed black man in her bed chambers or to the farmhouse somewhere in isolation and have him just macka while the slave masters sit back and just watch, fantasizing about him having his alimentary canal, the bottom part of his alimentary canal or his anus banged out. He visualizing himself being in the spot that his wife is in. This reminds me of one of those Mandingo parties, one of those Mandingo celebrations with a white wife. She just want to have this well-endowed black man just all up in her walls while the husband watch. This ain't nothing new. It's nothing new under the sun. What rational thinking heterosexual male husband wants to sit back and just say, you do give your wife a pass. Go ahead, baby. Go do your thing. So you want to go with her and you want to sit back and you want to watch your wife be booka, booka, booka by another man? Think about that. This is colonizer behavior. I've been telling y'all, you're the colonizer. The traits, the mental games, the philosophies, the ideologies, the things that his people did to our people back in the days, he's still doing it, but now he's decorating and he's going to embezzle it, make it look real good to you and present it to you. And a lot of dudes going to be like, yeah, I'll take that. Not talking about anybody in particular. But this is some crazy stuff. You want to sit back in a chair and watch a man satisfy your wife. What satisfaction do you get from that? What makes you, unless it's just, you know, some sadistic sexual perversions and whatnot, and you want to sit back and you know, beat off as he gives your wife satisfaction? Or unless you want to go home and turn around and your wife do certain things to you and you visualize you being with this black man. Either way, as a man, oh no, that's out of pocket. But let's get into the content. What y'all think about this situation?
my husband here, I've decided that I'm willing to make an exception. You have 2 weeks. That should be enough time to get tested, to get your stamina up, to just get all around prepared. I want you showered.
I want you showered as if he's a dirty bum.
Me, a cameraman, and my husband sitting in a little chair in the corner watching us. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, BlueFase,
let's go.
I saw your little video. At first,
this is crazy.
I wasn't down.
This is sick. It's just sick. Hold on. And let's get into this dude, Ray J, too.
Lena, I saw your little video, and I think you look too motherfucking happy that Adam said you could fuck dead homies. And Adam looks very like not like he's just trying to fulfill your fantasies. You know what I mean?
His fantasy. You
I
mean?
could tell that whatever conversation y'all had, you did a lot of persuading. And Adam just got to the point where he's just like, man, my wife wants to fuck BlueFase. I might like, so I'm gonna think for my homie and politely decline.
Yeah, homie.
But Lena, don't press me for no dick, no dead homies. Like, you only got like 2 strikes. You feel me? You already that was strike 1. You didn't press me. Like to where I gotta decline a pussy on that, but I can't fuck you with this big white nigga in the corner watching us fuck. Like
That's right. Has some integrity. That's right, my nigga.
That's like crazy to me. Like
For real.
But fun fact though, Lena, I did have a wet dream about you in jail. I did have a dream we was fucking. And it was pretty.
This should be getting wild. This should be getting sick. Hey, Adam, look, check it out. If you want your wife gripping and riding and sliding on another man's, this is pretty sick. Hey, yo, Adam, if you want your wife gripping and sliding and ride on another man's, you're going after the wrong Los Angeles gang member. You're in the wrong city. You're way over there in West Los Angeles. You have to go south. Let me show you who will do it and wouldn't mind you watching. This bucko right here. Check out this dude.
Okay. So you saying pussy is better than booty hole?
Pussy is way
not for me. I ain't never touched it.
I ain't gonna lie, pussy do feel good. But it don't turn me on.
But you really been with a girl for real?
I had a threesome with the nigga the other day.
I nut and pussy 60
But I let
seconds.
him hit the pussy part and then
I can't even take it. Like it's so wet and fruity. It's the right.
Now you lie. Girl, please.
This is crazy. There's actually women out there who are having sexual intercourses with men who like to take it the way they like to take it. This is crazy. Ray J is in concert with some openly practicing homosexuals. No disrespect to the LGBT crew and all this and all that. Ray J, what's going on with you, man? And y'all talking about what feel better, a man's you know what or a woman's vagina. Where did that even come from? How does a straight Ray J, you need to come out the closet. But how does a straight heterosexual male goes into a room filled with homosexuals and say, hey man, what feel better, man? The vajayjay or the stuff that like what you on? What's going on, Ray J? Bro, you need to just come out the closet. What you hiding for? Just come out the closet and live in your truth. Because it's been too many instances and situations to where people say Ray J is G-A-Y. And you say, no, I ain't. I'm just, nah, bro. Come on now, man. Especially that you had going on with come on, man. This is crazy. What heterosexual man sparks up that type of conversation with any man? What feel better? A man's you know what or a woman's, but like, come on, like what's going on, man? Let's get into the content, man. This is crazy.
I will look it up and show you.
Wait.
I had on a bunny.
Look at him. You can listen, man. If you can't tell that Ray J is you know what, man, then there's something wrong with your eyes. But we're gonna get up out of this. Hold on, let's see if there's anything else that I can show you. I want to, but Instagram, man, every time I come on Instagram and I stream, I could play videos from anywhere else. But when it comes to Instagram, it lags, it buffs, it start buffering and all this and all that. But let's try this. What country is the most uncomfortable or the most challenging for Black people? What top 5 countries do you believe give Black people the hardest time? You ain't even got to respond. We about to get into it.
What is the most racially discriminatory country toward Black people in the world? If you were Black and living in this country, you would undoubtedly feel intense hostility from those around you. First, the most accepting country toward Black people is France, where some believe the nation is on the verge of being taken over by Black people.
That's right.
So, what is the most racially discriminatory country toward Black people in the world? 5th place, Brazil. Though a racially diverse nation, Brazil faces severe racial discrimination against Black people. Police intervention operations result in an African descendant death rate 183.2% higher than that of whites. 4th place, Israel. An incident where Jewish Black soldiers were beaten by police sparked nationwide riots. Ultra-Orthodox Jews refused to recognize Jewish Black identity, restricting their religious and marital rights. The government also views Black refugees as national security threats. 3rd place, Japan. In Japanese workplaces, Black people are often relegated to marginal positions. When renting, many landlords explicitly refuse Black tenants, believing they disrupt community harmony. 2nd place, Russia. Black people frequently face stares, mockery, and provocation on Russian streets. To protect domestic employment, Russia imposes high barriers on foreign workers, leaving Black individuals typically confined to marginal jobs like nightclub staff or specialized athletes. Before revealing the top spot, share in the comments what you believe is the most racially discriminatory country toward Black people. The nation ranked first suffers from deep-rooted racial discrimination, where Black individuals face disproportionately higher rates of police brutality compared to whites. That country is the USA. What is the most racially discriminatory country toward Black people?
United States of America. Let's play this video real quick.
For joining us tonight. California has a budget problem. The Legislative Analyst Office is predicting a gloomy outlook for next year because too much money is being spent and not enough is coming in. How much? Well, an $18 billion problem next year and $35 billion deficit the following year. The governor has some answers to right the state's financial ship. They're controversial, painful, or a perfect answer. That's for you to decide. Tonight, the group Californians United for a Responsible Budget say the perfect answer is simple: close California prisons. Each year, California pays $127,800 for every person whose address is a state prison. That's according to the Legislative Analyst Office. Multiply that by all incarcerated in our state. The most recent figure from the Public Policy Institute is 94,000 people in 2023. Pull out the calculator. The number is not only dizzying about how much of the state budget goes toward corrections, it's also no longer making sense to Governor Newsom, who's been talking about a transformation. While at San Quentin Rehabilitation Center back in March, he said the state has failed for far too long.
2/3 of folks, the senator says, coming out of the prison every single year, or at least within 3 years, violate some probation order or commit another damn crime. I mean, 2/3, and we perpetuate that system and we call that system somehow public safety oriented. Where's the public safety in that?
Rehabilitation has long been brought up as an answer to that. Help the incarcerated through rehabilitation, education, and training, and help the state budget, as Ipiani Lockhart suggests. He's a faith organizer with the Interfaith Movement for Human Integrity. For joining us tonight. California has a budget problem. The legislative analyst.
So what they gonna do? We have a budget problem. The government don't know what to do. This would be an ideal time. This would be an opportune time for them to really start sending people to El Salvador. What is it? El Salvador to the super prison. This would be an ideal time for them to take Trump up on what he's been suggesting about sending American citizens who commit crime overseas to do their time, or out of the country to do their time, to drastically decrease that number. So we better start waking up and seeing this shit from multiple perspectives, because anything can happen. How we gonna resist? And we ain't organized, and if we ain't organized, we can't mobilize to protect and safeguard our people. But now that I said that, man, maybe I should play the video. Let me get the video. Hold on. Let me get the video so y'all can hear this, man. I feel like it'd be better with the video. So you can hear this dude stun on Munch. Is it this one or this one? I think it's this one. Oh, look. That's a cold beat. Oh man, I don't know what just happened. I was clicking on one video and it took me to a video that I didn't click on. So right here, I'm clicking on this one. Once again, I'm clicking on this one. Come on, cuz. I was trying to fast forward. Is this the one, cuz? Hold on. Hold on. Let me go over here. Because I ain't trying to hear all this rhetoric and all this. I'm just trying to get straight to the content. Well, old boy tried to like stun on Munch. So let me go out right here. Y'all just hold on, man. Rock with your player partner. We cooling right now. Let's go right here. I got it, y'all. Hold on. Boop. Let's see if we can do this like this. Share screen. Boop. Go right here. Now we're gonna get into this.
You know, I mean, I see you doing your thing, homie, and I want to let you know we don't need no, and no disrespect, but I'm going to talk in reality of real life.
Do your thing.
I told her
It's not the reality of real life. And the fact that somebody in the comments said the cuz look like a circus bear on a circus bike, I can't get that image out of my head. Like, forgive me, man. It's crazy. Like, because when I look at him, it's like, man, what this big ass dude doing on that small ass bike? Like what you really doing? You this gargantuan, statue of a person, and you on that small ass bike. So when they said that he looked like a circus bear on a circus bike, man, that shit is forever etched in my mind. But let's get into the content, man. Listen to how he addresses and get at Munch.
9 million records, all Chicano. I don't need no black stamp from shit. You want to talk about music business? I'll teach you the music business.
Hold on. What's your name, brother?
I'm Royal T, Low Profile Records. I'm the god of this Chicano rap.
Okay, talk your shit.
I started this shit, sold the most.
Talk
That's
your
just
shit.
the real shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I can't rewind it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close it out and we're gonna go back into it. I want you to hear what he said.
You know what I mean? I see you doing your thing, homie, and I want to let you know we don't need no and no disrespect, but I'm gonna talk in reality of real life.
Do your thing.
I sold over 9 million records, all Chicano. I don't need no black stamp from shit. You want to talk about music business? I'll teach you the music business.
Hold on. What's your name, brother?
I'm Royal T, Low Profile Records. I'm the god of this Chicano rap.
Okay, talk your shit.
I started this shit, sold the most.
Talk your
That's just
shit.
the real shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's the real shit. We go live right now. I got the Phantom right here. I got the brand new Cyber Beast right here. I do it, and I ain't released the album in 10 years.
Hey, hold on. Say your name again because you know they gonna react. No, hold on. They gonna react to this.
Your girl knows who I am. You might not have my number, but she does.
No.
Munchie B is now playing a coon role. Wait, hold on, because they gonna react to this and all this and all that, right? This dude say, "I'm Royal T. You may not have my number, but your girl does." That was disrespectful. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Am I right or am I wrong? That was disrespectful. Like, we're talking about this, and you throwing little shots as if I'm your homie or I'm your subordinate or we're cool like that. You don't know me, I don't know you. Don't disrespect my woman, and I won't play with and disrespect your woman. Let's get back into it.
No, she don't.
I'm that homeboy that your homegirls love. I'm Royal T, Low Profile Records. The king of Chicano
he's
rap.
the one that your homegirls love. To any sisters that's in the chat right now, any sisters know who this guy is? Any sisters familiar with who Royalty is? Hold on, somebody, I got a comment about Royalty. Merck and Cholita says Royalty is a major funder of the hater world. He pulls the strings a lot in that show. I can dig it. He said he sold 9 milli, right? Y'all heard that, right? He said he sold 9 milli. The sisters never even heard about you. How you the one that our sisters, our queens love? But I can pull up a whole lot of videos of y'all women loving Future, loving Kendrick Lamar, loving a slew of other black entertainers. These black entertainers are household names in the Chicano community and households. Most notable, potentially, Snoop Doggy Dogg. You know what Snoop Dogg is? You know what Snoop Dogg is. But we don't know who Royalty is. And all these other artists that you represent and that you said you brought out, a lot of blacks don't even know who these people are. You go to the East Coast, a lot of Spanish people on the East Coast don't even know who these individuals are that you're naming. Yeah, they love Tupac, most definitely. Tupac is another household name, but let's get into the content. I want to show you this. Because this brother, he laid it on kind of thick, didn't he? Low Profile Records, home of Chicano rap. What they call Chicano rap, but it's just rap. So this is their website. Miss Sancho, Low Profile Records, new Miss Sancha record now available. Shop LPG merch. The original kings of Chicano rap, the biggest independent Chicano rap label. 7+ million sold. He said 9 million sold. But his website is broadcasting and advertising 7 million. Okay, let's just say he sold 7 million from his artist and 2 million as an independent rapper himself. So 7 million as a CEO for the record company, and then another 2 million as him being a solo act. That's 9 million. This company was created in 1997. So if we go with what they have broadcast, and it was started in 1997, we are in 2005, going into 2026. I'm gonna need y'all on this one. This record company started in 2007, 1990. So this record company started in 1990. So this record company is what? 35 years old? So if we take 7 million and we break it down per year for 35 years, how much money is that? How much money is that? Let's be realistic. Because he's stunning on Munchie B. He really defecated on Munchie B. I got 9 million records sold and whoop 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 and this, that, and third. Okay, you got 9 million records sold over a span of 1990. Hold on. Let's make comparisons. Because he said, I don't need a black for Jack. And their whole narrative is that they're outselling blacks, that they're the biggest consumers of rap, and they can make their own versions of Future, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, so on and so forth. And I say, no, you cannot. The talent isn't there. The skill isn't there. The fashion, the style, the energy, the charisma isn't there. It's not there. When it comes to comparing us to other individuals, that level of talent that's required to compete is non-existent. You can't compete when you don't compare. Y'all don't believe me? Okay, let's get into some content. Let's get into some numbers. They say men lie, this lie, but numbers don't lie, right? Okay. Let's start with Death Row Records. Death Row Records was starting what, like 89 or 90? Is it safe to say like 1989, 1990? Is that safe to say the Chronic came out on what, 1991, 1992? Is that safe to say? Can we agree on that? I want y'all to let me know, can we agree on that? Because I don't feel like Googling when Death Row Records came out, even though I should, so I will. All right. When did Death Row Records start? 1991. So this Chicano record label started 1 year before Death Row. Death Row sold over 150 million records. And this dude is bragging about selling 9 million records over a span of 35 years. So that's Death Row. Death Row Records has sold nearly 150 million albums worldwide and generated close to 750 million in revenue. And this dude is talking about 9 million? Okay. Shout out to your 9 million, but let's not stop there. Let's go to one of the biggest hustlers in hip hop, Master P. Now we know Master P No Limit Records started many, many years later, not in 91, not in 92, not in 93, many years later, right? Let's see how many records Master P as a CEO, because now we're dealing with this brother as a CEO, right? So we're talking to you as a CEO and the person who owns or who's the big honcho there at Low Profile Records. No Limit Record has sold over 100 million albums worldwide, with 1998 being a standout year, selling 15 million albums. In 1998, No Limit Records, Master P, sold almost twice as much as you over your 30, 35-year span. So what are we really talking about? Yeah, I mean, I get you. California Trill TV, it says 7 million, is broadcast and advertised at 7 million on their website, but he specifically told Munchie B 9 million. So we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So we're going to go with the 9 million number that he put out there. In 1998, No Limit Records sold 15 million records in 1 year. And you're bragging about selling 9 million records over 35 years. Okay, let's get off No Limit. Let's go to another Louisiana Southern player from out of New Orleans. Cash Money Records, Birdman and Slim. Cash Money Records has sold over 1 billion units, according to founder Birdman, who celebrated the milestone in 2017. And let's just say they launched in 98 or 97, and they told you, we taking over for the 99 and 2000. These dudes sold over 1 billion units. And you talking about 9 million records over 35 years? I mean, what are we really talking about, big dog? Hold on. No Limit, Cash Money, Death Row, that's too much. It's no comparison with it. You can't compete with, you can't compare. Okay, let's bring it to something more current. TDE, Top Dog, salute to him. From the mighty William Nicholson Gordon Housing Projects from Watts to the World. Top Dog Entertainment has sold millions of records, with some albums achieving multi-platinum status. Examples include Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, so on and so forth. It don't go into the numbers, but let's scroll up. Key albums in their U.S. sale figures. This is just for the U.S. Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, that I believe came out in like 2012, maybe. Sold 3 million copies. Kendrick Lamar Damn album came out and sold another 3 million copies. This is just USA alone. SZA came out with her first album, 3 million copies. So that's 369. That's 12 million with SZA's next album, SOS. That's another 3 million. To Pimp a Butterfly, that's another 2 million. Schoolboy Q, Oxymoron, that's another million. And some guy named, the Schoolboy Q again, came in and sold another 500,000. TDE is a fresh record label, is it not? That's more recent than low profile records that were started, according to my kinfolks, in 1990. So if it was started in 1990 and over a 35-year span, you only sold, well, I think that's more than 35 years, or maybe 35 years, 30 years, forgive me, 30 years. Over a 30-year span, you only sold 9 million records. Okay, hold on. Let's take it back to them Southern players. Yeah. Quality Control has sold over 50 million records. And they just sold their record company, or they sold their record company for an approximate, listen, QC, Quality Control, that's the Migos and a few other artists and all this and all that. They were so prolific in what they were doing that people came and they wanted to give them 300 million to buy their record company, and they sold it. So what are we really talking about? You can't compare when you don't, you can't compete when you don't compare. Okay, you sold 9 million over 30 years. Hooray. That's right, brother. Sell more. He tried to defecate on Munchie B. Not only did he try to defecate, so it is 35 years. Appreciate that. Not only did he try to defecate on Munchie B, he tried to defecate on our culture. He tried to son us. How could you son us and you have black CEOs that's selling hundreds of millions of records? And you're bragging about selling 9 million? Kudos to you. God bless you. I'm glad that God has blessed you to sell that amount of records. But let's not get too pretentious. Let's not get too egotistical and make it seem like that's a flex. Because in an industry that you're saying that y'all can dominate and that y'all going to take over and you don't need a black for this or black for that, they're selling hundreds of millions, in one case, billions of records. Now let's stick to entertainment. Let me get this up out of here. I done showed y'all that before. So we're talking about music. We got the music. Let's go back to the movies. Let me take you back to the movies. Hold on. One of the biggest Chicano movies to come out was Boulevard Nights in 1979. It tanked at the box office. They lost a tremendous amount of money. The budget for the film In 1979, Boulevard Nights was 2.5 million. This was the independently financed production cost, and the film was later acquired by Warner Bros., which allocated an additional 2.5 million for advertising. They spent $5 million in total for this film, and this film didn't even gross back that $5 million. Next movie. Tanked horribly. Colors. This is a movie that highlighted South Central gangbang activity. This is when a lot of attention came to Crips and Bloods. So it's essentially a movie about blacks that feature Hispanics. But 70% of the movie, 70% of the movie was about blacks. Is that safe to say? All right, for sure. Let's get into it. The budget for this film in 1988 was $6 million. The film earned $46 million. That's a success. Next movie, Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood had a production budget of $6.5 million and a domestic gross of $57.5 million. Let's get back into it. American Me, 1992. The 1992 film American Me had a budget of an estimated $16 million and a worldwide gross of approximately $13.1 million. Y'all ain't even make back the money that they put into the film. If anything, they broke even. When you get the international sales and all that, they broke even, or they was just shy of breaking even. Next movie, Blood In, Blood Out, 1993. Blood In, Blood Out had an estimated budget of $35 million and a box office gross of approximately $4.5 million. You spent $35 million on a film and you only made $4.5 million back. You spent $35 million to make this film and you only made $4.5 million back. Like I say, man, that's like me going to go get a whole thing. You know, you understand what I'm saying? I'm about to go get a whole thing, man. I'm about to go get a whole yicking. Man, I done saved up, or I done did this and I done did that. Man, I'm about to go get me a whole yicking. Yeah. But when I put that yicking out there, all I get back is the money of 4.5, a quarter yicking. That's all I get back. I make the profit. The profit that I make off a whole yicking is the profit that a person would make off a quarter yicking. That don't make sense. That's hustling backwards, big dog. But let's get back into the content. Menace to Society. Menace to Society had a budget of approximately $3.5 million and grossed about $30 million worldwide. That's a success. And this right here is just about the biggest consumers of hip hop, so on and so forth. Remember, I was telling y'all about the top 20 rappers, and amongst the top 20 rappers, none of them is Mexican. So you're saying you're the biggest consumer, you do this, you do that, y'all can do this and y'all can do that, all this and all that. But when we do the numbers, the top selling artist in hip hop is Eminem, number 2 Drake, and I'm gonna just do the top 10. Number 2 Drake, number 3 Kanye West, 4 Jay-Z, 5 Tupac, 6 Kendrick Lamar, 7 Snoop Dogg, 8 Travis Scott, 9 Nicki Minaj, and number 10 Lil Wayne. If you have this vehicle to catapult your people to stardom, why haven't you did it? Why is black still excelling in the entertainment industry? And right now we're just talking about film and music. We haven't even ventured off and talked about sports. We haven't talked about sports. So we should be more mindful of our words when we come on here and we're popping it out of ego, because that was all ego based. They would never let another African American come on their podcast and humiliate them again. So what they were aiming to do was trying to humiliate Munchie B for Whack 100 humiliating the dude Blue Devil. See, a lot of people don't see it for what it is because we blinded. We got the blinders on. But you cannot compete where you don't compare. You can't compare where you don't compete. It just don't work. You can't do it without us, but can we do it without you? Yes, because we've been doing it without you for generations upon generations upon generations. But that's my time, y'all. California Trill TV says, when DICK writing goes wrong, I mean, it's men lie, women lie, sometimes children lie, but numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. If you are the biggest consumers of hip hop and blacks wouldn't be successful without your support, why don't you take that support, give it to your people, and create your own version of Eminem, Drake, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Tupac, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, Travis Scott, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, Beastie Boys, Outkast, Lil Baby, Future, and Nelly to round up the top 15. Why don't you create your own? Why don't you give that support to your people? What if Chicano rap is so prolific and is so sought after and it's much desired, why isn't one Chicano rapper on the top 10, the top 15, the top 20, the top 30? I'm asking a sincere question. I'm hoping that maybe Haters World and them can see this and we can have some I'm hoping that Hater World and them can see this and we can have some powerful, profound conversations about this. Because it's a lot of false narratives, it's a lot of fallacies out there, it's a lot of misinformation out there, and we need to stop that. Cut it out. Don't do that. You can't do that, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, but say, man, hey, man, it's your player, Panda Bobby WAJ. I'm gonna read 10 of these comments and I'm gonna get up off this thing, man. To everybody that has liking the broadcast, the page, everybody that has recently subscribed, I appreciate your continued support. I appreciate your newfound support, all this and all that. Let's get into it. California Trill TV says we can go on and on and on and on, on and on and on and on. Shout out to Erykah Badu. California Trill TV say Mix a Lot of Records is even better. Mix a Lot Records is even better. California Trill TV says in the South. California Trill TV says let's put out an R&B single. Yay, we can do 7 million. I believe that. If you got them crazy beats and I just, you know what I mean? Like we can do that. Man, I know we can get 7 million. Man, we can do that easy in a short span of time. California Trill TV say Imperial Dream still streaming this day. It is. Word is bond. You can go watch Imperial Dream right now today, brother. And shout out to the Most High God. God, I thank you and I praise you. I'm not going to talk my financial blessings, but shout out to the Most High God. And shout out to Imperial Dream for opening doors for me in my personal life, my professional industry, and just period. 2026, when I tell you 2026 is about to be crazy, all praise be to God. 2026 is about to get crazy. That bag is almost here. Power moves is about to be made. Them power moves is about to be made. The bag is almost here, baby. Shout out to the Most High God. Shout out to the director and the writer of Imperial Dreams, Malik Vital. Shout out to Jonathan Swartz. Shout out to Ziggy Whiff, the owner of the Minnesota Vikings, that gave us the bread. What the youngsters call it, the chili. They gave us the chili to make Imperial Dreams. Yeah. These peoples are still family. We still connected and tapped into these people. So when I tell you 2026 is about to be crazy, you better get up on the right team right now. Because once it get cracking, it ain't no bandwagon and no none of that. It wasn't no, I was just watching from a distance trying to see. No, ain't no none of that. If you vibe with me, you rock with me, you believe in me, you support me, right now is the time to show it. Because 2026 is about to get crazy, baby. But let's get back into the content. Kamika Willis says, was about blacks. California Trill TV says, when DICK riding goes wrong. My partner from Frisco, let's go, man. Shout out to all my player partners up there in the Bay, man. What's the dinner there, man? Much love and respect to you and yours, man, on the Renanils. Kamika Willis says, all their music sounds like ours. That's a stretch. You can tell that it's a not so good imitation, a poor replication of it. But now you got some that's in Northern California that's rapping pretty good. They're up there with them Bay Boys, man. You know what I mean? They didn't learn that. They didn't learn that independent game up there from Mac Dre and Too Short and all them Bay Boys. You feel what I'm saying? So they got to bring heat. Even going to certain parts of Texas, they down there in Texas rapping cool too. But it seems like this one particular region, they struggling. They just can't. They just can't. They just can't get it right. Reg Dog 89 says they can't. Armin Amert Enchilada. California Trill TV. Capone also is a founder of Hater World. They have some business agreements. Hater World is a bum. I'm glad Viral Way and Bobby Ye are calling him out on his BS for Shigadale, baby, off top. But what I would like y'all to do is to lend your support. Clip this up. Whoever want to clip this up, clip this up. Put this in rotation. Circulate this. Let's make him respond. Let's make him come and have an intellectual. Now, we ain't even now. I don't want that to come off as being cloud chasing. I see a lot of these dudes in 2026. All praise be to the Most High God. I see you dudes at the top. Shorty McGriff says they're not even in movies. Our rappers are in movies. You speaking what's real. California True TV says, and that was my player upon the Shorty McGriff right there. California True TV says, why are they still going after black folks when white folks throwing them out in the name of ICE? You're right. And I should show a video on that. I'm going to show a video after this. Francisco says, ain't nobody checking for Mexican rap, not even Mexicans. Shorty McGriff says, oh, snap, that's dope. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, man. Shout out to all my folks out there in Minneapolis. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man, I've been out there, man. Minnehaha Falls and all that, man. I love Minneapolis. A lot of people don't know that the Mississippi River start where? If it don't start in Minneapolis, it start in Minnesota. On the Renton Hills, man, I done been at the Mississippi, out there in Minneapolis, picnic, chilling, and man, I love Minneapolis. If y'all ain't been there, man, go, but don't go in the wintertime. Do not go to Minneapolis in the wintertime, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, now I love y'all, though. California Trill TV say, hello, world, on the Renton Hills. Kamika Willis says, right. Let me run this quick video real quick, man. Let's see. Reflective Significance says your presentations are on point. This is from IG. My apologies. I don't be showing IG enough love, but I can't be here in there. And you know what? I need to just get another monitor. I need to get another computer and boop, pop, 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 and all that. Let's see. Tommy Scott 5, much love and respect. Everybody that's tuning in on on Instagram, I appreciate y'all, but you can really help the development of this channel if you come over to Bobby Ye Imperial Vision, subscribe, and join the conversation. Let's start some meaningful conversation. Let's start some dialogue. All right, let me pull this video up right here. Oh man, I can. Let's see. Because they always say that blacks hate Mexicans. That's not true. And I got so many videos that can substantiate that. Where that one video at? I know I saved it. Let me see if I saved it right here. Boom, I found it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have located the video. Here we go right here. Let me close this out, remove this, boom. Let's highlight this right here. You hear me? Let's show this. Let's go right here. Toggle that on. And check this out. Instagram now.
Hey, no. No. Why?
Here's the game.
Come on, Chief.
Here's the game.
So you better be here asking for fucking money? So
nice.
you feel comfortable?
Watch how the Mexicans stick together and support one another, and watch how the whites stick together and support one another. And where do we fall in that spectrum? Where do we fit in that equation?
Asking for fucking money? She's fucking selling flowers. Go back to work, fucking lazy ass.
Hold on, this nigga got a sign, cuz that says need $500 for rent. That's heavy. Come on, Instagram.
What? You want to play?
I don't think he want to play.
Right now, again. No.
How you doing, cuz, like that, cuz? That shit ain't cool. That nigga ain't trying to do nothing but feed his family.
He's just stealing the flowers right now.
Mira, iba con los dos.
Hey!
He's right here throwing all the flowers away.
This nigga tripping. Watch this, watch this. They on his ass. I'm sorry that the shit is fucking up, but they on his ass. Look, he ain't no bitch about it though. He ain't no hoe. White boy ain't no hoe. Check him out. Nah, he ain't leaving that easy. Cuz ready to get cracking. Check him out. Hey, if one time ain't pull up, I think white bro was about to get busy. Like, oh my mama, look at his stance. Like, he knows some form of martial arts. They just caught him with the element of surprise. He was bending down and they fired his shit up. Bam, boom, bam, boom, real quick, like. Watch what the police do. Watch what the police do.
Over there. Here, let's get all your stuff.
Okay.
We're gonna bring all your stuff back over here.
Watch, listen.
Why do you think it's okay to have your kid in the middle of a road?
The police say, why do you think it's okay to have your kid in the middle of the road? Not what was going on. Do you want to press charges? No, none of this. No, none of that. Why you think it's so? He went in on him. Now, Chicana, Mexicano, you know, the Mexican sister called the police and all that. But what if he's an undocumented individual? And now, you know what I mean? They asked him for his paperwork, his ID and all this and all that. Now you just got him caught up with ICE and now he got to go back over there. But what the white dude did, what the white brother did, wasn't cool. That wasn't cool at all. Earlier, the brother Pan Mulattoism, he had asked a very profound question. If it's this, that, and third, why don't blacks call ICE on Mexicans? Can anybody ask that? I mean, excuse me. Can anybody answer that question? If it's this and it's that, with the inner minority racism, this, that, and third, and all this and all that, why don't blacks call ICE on Mexicans? Stay tuned for next time where we have answers to your questions. Y'all stay and be blessed. It's your player partner, Bobby WAJ. God bless you. Stay blessed, stay safe, and let's live in peace before we be forced to rest in it, man. God bless y'all. We're getting ready for 2026. Please, God, continue to bless us. Continue to give us divine protection, correction, and direction. Keep a hedge of protection over us, our families, and bless us to move into 2026 and let it be a productive, prolific, and lucrative year for us. In the name of everything that's righteous, I pray. Please, God, continue to work with us and bless us. I'm gone, man. Y'all step and be blessed. Y'all make sure y'all pray tonight too.